Here's how you come back in solo rank, even with a feeding team and enemies who are early dominating and a jungler that goes AFK mid-game. By the way, I'm up against Phoveus in the EXP, and to be honest, he's not much of a threat. Just keep triggering Minsi's passive and repeat this process. That's all you need in the laning stage to poke and gain advantage. As you can see, he's already at half HP, and also this is where good game sense kicks in. You need to predict where he's going next or where he's hiding, so you can pull off a surprise attack like this. He's lucky he survived that one, but watch what happens next. He really wants to challenge me to a duel. But of course, you gotta play smart and calculate your damage along with passive management. Observe how I make sure to stack using my normal attacks, and don't panic press that flicker. Trust your passive, then use your tower to your advantage. He should have run earlier when he had his chance. Now our jungler rotated to my lane, so I signaled him to launch an attack because Phoveus is just too easy to punish with Minsi. He can't even use his third skill under King's Calling. That's why Minsi is actually a solid counter to him. With Phoveus taken down, I was able to destroy his tower. I immediately transitioned to the top lane and I decided to cut the wave since enemies are busy clashing in the mid lane. At that point, I was sure their Granger would be the one to respond and defend top. That's why I keep the creeps hidden to create a surprise attack. I successfully shut Granger down, but I knew the enemies would be rushing in to hunt me, so I tried to recall safely in the bush, but Gusion made it just in time, and props to this player because he really played well in this game. After respawning, I hid in this bush, anticipating the enemy's mid lane push. It was just me and our jungler left at this moment, by the way, but what they didn't know was, I had already set the trap. Enemies really had no idea I was holding this card, but unfortunately, Gusion was there again to punish me hard. Gotta give it to him, he really knows how to capitalize. And now since the Lord is on the bottom lane, I focused on applying pressure here on the top lane. Remember, always apply pressure on the opposite side, but it looks like Granger wasn't going to let me pull that off, so I took him out. Unfortunately, they secured the Lord, and I was taken down while trying to defend it. And look, their jungler is really on fire in this match, and I have to commend that. You see, Minsi may struggle with mobility, but he more than makes up for it with his push capability. And I'm never afraid to split or segue with Minsi, because even if the enemies manage to react, no one can really stop Minsi, or only if enemies are ready to get deleted in the process. That's why if you're facing Minsi, don't fight him head on. Just simply avoid. That's your best move. Now, I showed them mercy and I just walked away. But just look at what they did. Good for Chang'e, by the way, for choosing peace and not messing up with the king. But this Granger really thought he was the main character. Now here he comes, and as you can see, he's really persistent, chasing me down like he forgot what happened to him just 2 minutes ago. But as a king, I still extended my patience and tried to recall peacefully without hurting anyone. But this Granger, he kept poking me like I wasn't doing him a favor by letting him live. But fine, since he insists, I'll teach him a quick lesson on why chasing Minsi is a bad decision. And I also include this Phoveus. Because of what they did, we secured a free Lord, and of course, I pulled off this classic move. And trust me, this trap works every time. Just let your minions go first and push into the enemy tower while you stay completely hidden, either in a bush or just outside their vision. The goal is to make them feel safe enough to step up and defend. And the moment they do, you dive in and drop your King's Call. But they were able to shut me down, and not just that, because watch how Granger wiped out my entire team. Now I'm the only one left, and what did they do? They completely disrespected my presence and went straight to end the game. But I did the item bait. I had my Immortality ready, and sadly Gusion fell for it, and I tried to end the game, but Granger won't let that happen. They did everything together with the rest of his team. But still, no one's stopping this king.
Gosh, no one can stop!